Oh, look at us.
I know, we're finally sitting down.
No, this is really cool. And of course, like the most like insane time to do this with the expo going on, but I'm still so excited.
I know everyone yelling, but I was so excited because I had known who you were just from living in Vegas and like following bodybuilding, and then I found out we were on the same team. So I think I just shot you a message right away, and I was like, "Hey, you're joining the American Barbell team." What month was that? Do you remember?
It was, I mean, it was like right when I joined, like, or it was even right before I was really joined officially. No, you were definitely the first person to message me, so it made me feel really good. Welcome me to the family. You also let me know that the bar is set very high, because if this is as badass as the women are on American Barbell, then I definitely need to step it up. So I appreciate it.
No, it's always important to me. I mean, you get it. It's kind of like you're alone on a little island, so that when you have teammates, I always reach out right away because it just makes me feel like, I'm not sitting on my computer all day working or training alone. So,
and yeah, we were talking about on the podcast last time, I think with Ashley, that I think that people who, there's tons of people who do this, right? And it's kind of like all they do or all they can talk about. Mm-hmm. And I think there's like a bunch of people who are just normal people, and then they also do that.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I think a lot of us gravitate to each other and normal, because we can have a conversation about lifting or bodybuilding and also just life and regular stuff. So that was really nice. So when I first met you, I'm like, you're normal. Because look, there's people that beat me, are they better because they're not normal? Like, I don't know. We can argue that all day. Like, if they're so tunnel vision. But I think sometimes taking a break and even just like enjoying life and understanding, because also I got so, obviously because of how I got into this with my dad and all the pressure of bodybuilding, it was just like I got to train to be Mr. Olympia. And like, that's insane. That's like saying I'm going to play football to win the Super Bowl. And if I don't, I'm a loser, when it's just fun to play football. And so it's fun to lift. And so I either lost that. And so sometimes going back to taking a break and being a regular person, it actually made my lifts better.
That is so true, what you say, because when you put pressure on yourself like that, because I'm the same way, obviously, any high caliber athlete is going to have unrealistic expectations of themselves, and then you forget what's important. And that happened to me, actually. Like, when I retired from strongman, I was like, okay, that was the best, I won strongest woman in the world. Like, how can anything ever even compare? And then when I started, I saw myself actually about 3 years ago when I was starting to want to get into bodybuilding. I told myself, I am not going to lose myself in the process. And it's been really nice. It's obviously, I still care. I'm still competitive. It's still a huge part of my life, but it's not my whole identity. And I was kind of describing it to someone, like, I'm in my 30s now. When I was in my 20s, I did not care. I was winning no matter what it took. And I was so selfish. Relationships didn't last, but it's nice now to do it with more gratitude. And like I said, obviously I still care. I still have that fire in me, but I'm not willing to die, I guess, for it.
Right.
So.
And I want to say you and your relationship are also goals, because
you guys are too. I always say the puppies.
No, you guys are all over the place. We're really, like, I'm so agoraphobic that I don't want to leave the house.
Really?
Well, because I'm still also like got a competition coming up. I'm in prep. So like if I'm not in prep, then yes, I'm trying to go out. I love going on hikes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't done any of the festivals like you guys are doing.
Well, he pushes me. So I'm more.
That was my question.
I'm more of, all right, when I'm home, I want to make sure I go to bed at the same time every night, wake up, have my little routine. And my partner really, really pushes me that he says he coaches me too. He's like, you're going to be better if you don't stress out. He's like, why can't you go out and hang out? He's like, it's extra steps, it's extra cardio, it's getting your mind off your tunnel vision. And I didn't really believe that mentality, because I was like, if I'm not all in 24/7, how do I deserve to be a top athlete?
Right.
So he has helped me with that so much. And it's funny because having your husband like coach you, at first I was like, this is a bad idea, but no, it's been so smooth. It's been, knock on wood, it's been so easy. So
well, you look great.
Thank you.
And also, I would love to we could do a whole series actually talking about injuries, because that was the other thing that really kind of made me gravitate to you. I was just coming back off of an injury, but I was a little bit more ahead than you were. You were just getting back in. So when I was like where I was when I met you, I was still kind of like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. But it was like 2 or 3 things. Talking to you, and you're still like literally just trying to get back into the gym and trying to see what's going to hold up. It made me realize how much I've actually healed since my injury. And that's the other thing is, right, so you have to have the relationship. You have to take breaks so your mind is right. But then you can do everything right, and then you can get injured. And then that's also the final, like, I think it's like the final test of, do you really want this? Really, can you do it? Because coming back from an injury, I think is harder than anything
Yeah.
there is.
You can let it define you, which when I was younger, when I got my first real injury was actually I lost a scholarship. I was supposed to do track. And that's kind of when I'm thankful for it now because I was like, okay, my parents said, you're not going to college without a scholarship. So I was like, all right, what can I figure out? And I ended up being a rower, which didn't like
You were on crew?
Yeah, 4 years, Division
Whoa.
One. I didn't like it, but that's where I fell in love with the barbell because of our strength and conditioning coaches. So yeah, so injuries are definitely we have to talk more about that
Yeah,
for sure.
we could do
I
a
also
whole
want to do
thing
a
on-
double date.
Yes,
Yes,
no.
'cause I want to meet your
We should
wife,
definitely
so
do
we
that.
gotta
No,
get cute, so.
I'm so glad, and I'm so glad that we're able to work this together. Like,
Yeah.
they're suckers for paying us to be here because I would have did it for
Lucky.
free.
I know, we're lucky to be here.
But no,
so.
I'm so happy. Thanks for welcoming this team. Let's do this again tomorrow. I think tomorrow's gonna be even more crazy.
Yes,
I'm so excited to
Saturday.
see the pros that are gonna compete.
Me too.
So this is not my world. So I'm still like kind of like a rookie, and you are just trying to make a lift. I always tell people, like, do you want to lift 500 or do you want to look like you lift 500? Because it's two different things.
It's very different.
And most of the time, the guy who looks like he can lift 500 absolutely cannot lift 500.
Absolutely, I can attest to that for sure.
You're the
So.
best. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Sergio.
American Barbell, we're out.